Okay, what's happening, y'all? It's Professor X. I have a sore throat and I haven't been feeling well for a couple of days. But I'm here because the ladies were here. And I'm the only guy, so I can't let all those ladies do me up and make their videos. I don't make mine. So I said, let me come in and do mine. So this week we're talking about depression. And as I listen to all the ladies, there's a lot of things they said that, really touched me because we all share something similar. So it's not hard for any of us to understand what the other one is talking about. We speak a language and we have a communication that no one else can really understand, which is what makes us uniquely abled, is what we can say it is. But depression, to me, I put it to you like this. Before my accident, right? Before I was paralyzed, or even somebody that's not paralyzed, let's say that too. What they're depressed about, and then what we're depressed about, they have. So it's like, right now we depressed about, let's say we depressed that we can't walk, we can't do all these things, and we can't wash ourselves, or some of us, not everyone who's paralyzed, but some of us need somebody to do everything for them. So imagine what we're depressed about, and then think about what others are depressed about that can do all those things, and then you think about before your accident, none of those things mattered. That really depressed you. And what's sad is what sometimes depressed me is that, okay, I've learned what it's like to appreciate life and appreciability and everything. But I can't go back, So it's like there's a lesson to be learned, and then you can't just go back. It's like, okay, I made a mistake. Like sometimes people make mistakes and then they get a second chance. Sometimes some of us who are in these wheelchairs, don't get a second chance to now realize, wow, I took life for granted. Once I get everything back, I'm a really, it doesn't work that way. So, when I listened to the ladies, they talked about a lot of things they experienced, a lot of things they had to do, and then also, like with Tiffany, when she said that she had a lot of people who wouldn't let her get depressed. I'm kind of confused with the word because it's just hard to really call something you're going through depression. I don't think it's anything some of us can help. It's part of some of our anatomy, it's something we go through or something we just feel. And I can't look at someone who's depressed, and if I say I'm not, and then say to them, you can do it too. You cannot be depressed. I like I said, this topic to me is difficult because I get upset because I can't do some of the things that I want to do, and I gotta rely on somebody to do it. I'm not depressed. I'm upset. I'm pissed off. I'm like, look, let's say this. Okay. Here's a piece of paper I'm trying to pick up. Now, average person would have picked this paper up by now. I'm not depressed because I can't pick it up. I'm pissed off. I'm mad. And then I might drop it. But I didn't drop it. So look, I have to do certain ways and things to do this. And then there's people, then there's quads, there's other people who can't do that at all. So then I gotta look at myself and say, why should I feel depressed or upset because I can't do that because some people can't? That's a confusing. That's a hard thing to give it some type of situation where you should look towards others. It's like you should be happy you're still alive. That's one thing that people say. And then they say, well, somebody who can walk. Well, you should be happy you can walk. Look at that guy. He's all messed up. So then you saying that guy should just cancel his life. He should just give up. I mean, I refuse to agree with that. I refuse to have to think that the worse off you are, the more you're a candidate for giving up, for committing suicide, for Xing yourself out. So when the ladies say they depressed or they had to take medication, I mean, everybody's different. I mean, how we deal with life is all different, and what goes in our life is different. No one has a concrete remedy for depression. There is no remedy. You know, just like there may not be cures for everything that we continue to live and die from. I mean, we live in inevitable. You know, so sometimes, like right now, let's say right now, I want to go out. I may want to go to a mall. I may want to look at some of the nice, beautiful ladies, like I used to. Get some numbers, call them up. Can't do it. It ain't like that no more. So, I always have a form of depression. I think everybody does. But I have a form of depression. And then I got to look and say, okay, then what I'm going to do about that depression? I got to do something. So, I may rap. I may write rhymes. I may act crazy. I may get on the internet. Just talk to people. You know, it's like I really don't think anyone can explain depression. It's just something, as a human being, you're going through something, and there are just certain things, like let me tell you something, like some millionaires are depressed. Look at some of the stars, some of the famous people that are rich and got everything and are depressed. So depression has nothing to do with because you can't walk, has nothing to do with because you ain't got no money, has nothing to do with nothing, because there's people that can walk and they're still depressed. There's people that are rich and they're still depressed. There's people that got fame and fortune and still depressed. So depression, I don't think, has anything to do with anything. It's just part of who we are. Like okay, let's put it to you like this. Let me put you like this. I don't know, but maybe let's say I have a sinus problem, all right, and you don't. So, I mean, that's part of my anatomy, that's part of my makeup and my chemical balance of my body. I mean, depression, like I said, if depression has anything to do with a certain situation, then why do people who do have that situation fulfilled are still depressed? So we pretty much bring depression on ourselves is another way to say it. Then you brought it upon yourself. Like you want depression. Like that's a hard topic to explain. That's Professor X's view. That's just the way I feel about depression. I can't say what it is because it's not like if I burn myself and then I got a scar. It's not like that. It doesn't work the way. It's not that easy. Because it doesn't happen that way. It's just something that you go through. And it can be for any reason whatsoever. You just go through it. That is what I feel about that word depression. It just has no specific or concrete meaning of what it is and why it exists. It's just something that exists and you go through. And some of you going to go through. So we hope that Ability 411 has been helping everyone and with information. Continue to watch the show and the ladies and pick a more happier topic to ask about. But no, we're here for all topics. But thank you for the question, Professor X. I got to go. I will see you next Friday. Much love.